where's the towel? But you know, I'm going to make a joke.
It's fun. And listen, we Africans were jokesters. It's funny. It's funny. It's
I'm going to fill my cupboard and then make a video. I say, I want to show you the contraband. You know, but I don't get involved in rubbishery, but that was funny, you know. If I could talk to them, I would have been saying, boys, come on, man, play the game, leave the towels, man. If
it's very funny.
with the towel or whatever, I would say that's like, come on, man. Everybody's asking me about the towels. I says, 1 minute, if you've got towel, put them away, I'm coming.
Yeah, it's like that's how rumors begin.
No, I don't. Where is that?
That's how rumors begin because it's like people start to think that okay, well, Moroccans love towels for some reason now. Everywhere you go, it's like there's a meme or picture about towels. Like it's
Yeah, I'm seeing.
Because they was fighting with the guy and everything for the towel and stealing the towel, and then the excuses was, they all might be the black magic voodoo. Come on, come on.
it was too much.
Everybody makes mistakes, sometimes. Oh no, because I'm in Preston, different side of UK to London, Central.
Okay, yeah.
Not to be honest
So you
with you,
don't.
like that whole AFCON was very interesting. The energy was weird. It was very intense. But honestly, when I've seen like the Senegalese like happy with the trophy and with the player Manny holding the cup and everybody was like cheering like that genuinely made me happy.
You know,
So if it was Senegal or like any other like black African country or anybody like it's not like we Moroccans we were not upset because of Senegal, like there was not the frustration, I guess,
no,
where we
because
were frustrated.
you have to be careful right now. I have to say this, right? On the internet, there's a lot of agents. They are working. They're not Algerian, they're not Moroccan, they're not even African. They are working. And they fill they work. The amount of comments online is not normal. They work, and
Yeah.
that's their job. So when people fall for it and then they start throwing to and from you this, you this, you this, you this, you entered into conflict. And me, I'm Muslim, this type of conflict, it's haram. Racism is haram. If somebody racist to you, you cannot be racist back because you're now cursing your friend behind his back. I'm cursing my brother's children, my brother's wife, for an example, behind their back. My first.
That's what I was wanted to know though, because like over the time when I was speaking about it since like Monday, I saw a lot of people were being racist, and I'm like, wait, isn't this haram? Like,
It's haram, bro.
yeah.
It's absolutely, completely off the chart. There's no justification. And for me,
But may I say something like
One thing
you
is for
guys,
sure.
I'm not sure if you know,
One
but like
wait, one thing.
Morocco
Hold on.
specifically is probably the least racist.
One thing is for sure. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I'm
Look,
sorry.
I don't know
Like
about that.
I grew up there and I
But
had Senegalese like mates, like teammates in this institute of tennis, and I had in school also there was never like issues. I've never seen that for me myself.
but you
When I
Morocco.
was
But
there,
you
and I'm very,
Moroccan.
I'm in the, like
You
in a
Moroccan.
very like
How can you see it? Because you Moroccan. It's
what do you mean? What do you
like
mean? What?
you
I
say
said I'm not.
one of the most diverse country in Africa.
you have to be foreign to feel the racism. Sometimes you don't
Exactly.
hear it, you don't see it, you have to feel it.
You have to, yeah. I mean,
Sometimes they don't come to you and tell you, you what, you Moroccan, you this. Sometimes and me, I don't live in Morocco, I live in England. And a lot of people growing up in European countries and the countries around the world, we also develop the mentality of the country we are in. So, I'm a Moroccan, I am Moroccan, but also I am gone through school in England and everything, so I can develop the racism, the bigotry, the hatred that I'm with, and I have to say it like that. not everybody is perfect, not everybody is accountable for, except the majority of Morocco, they are right. It's welcoming, it's safe, it's no problem, it's fine, except
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you
No, let
something
him let him
about
finish. Let him
Morocco.
finish. Let him
last few
finish.
days, last
Let him
week,
finish.
it's contradictory, you know. Sorry, if we say it's not racist, it's not racist. But a little example of what we've seen over the past week is disappointing.
Yeah, I can
Can I
I
say
can
something?
wait
Like,
wait
I
wait
told you
Daisy.
that we felt a little.
Daisy, you have to wait, Daisy. One thing, okay, I want to respond to very picture what you just said because I do understand. I don't want to say that you guys are racist, but one thing is for sure. I was like, why? Like, what's going on? Okay, I do understand football. You know, African and football is very dear to your heart, and you guys really want to, you know, support your country. But
Yeah,
it's
of course.
easy, yeah, it's easy to say, okay, well, I'm not saying that, you know, Moroccans are racist, but what I was seeing a lot of the time, some people they were like that, but it's really hard to say because I've been there, and for me, I didn't really. Sometimes you don't pay when you don't pay attention to something. I didn't really, you know, feel it
Just
whenever I
genuine,
there.
you
Yeah,
know, if you look for it. But
yeah.
I think they're it's very like controversial, but also at the same time, it's like both parties are passionate about themselves. You know, like Senegalese were passionate about winning, and then Moroccans were passionate about winning.
if you go on,
Basically, they are both. Let me just finish.
Just yeah,
They
let
are
it
both
finish.
passionate about getting that cup, and that's okay. That is not the issue. The issue is that with Morocco, I felt like we were disrespected by all the countries that visited us after we welcomed them like nicely. We tried to better accommodate them, and all we heard was like bad like feedback, bad reviews, bad. They were trashing us, and we felt a certain type of way about
I was
that.
upset about that.
And also, I was also like
One
very confused when you say racism. I do agree with you, but I disagree when you say Morocco is racist
oh,
because that's not true.
wait,
We
wait.
actually educate. Let me just finish.
No, wait, I didn't
We
say that.
actually
No, wait, one
allow
thing, wait,
black
before you,
Africans
Daisy,
into our work. I'm sorry, you said
be,
something.
before you move on, I didn't say that.
No, let me just finish, and then you can
No,
correct me on anything that you want.
no, Daisy,
We met.
Daisy, I understand you want things to go the way that you want it to go, but it's gonna go my way, okay? One thing is for sure, look, like I don't know if you've been here since I started this conversation, Daisy, from since Monday, but I've been here and I've been hearing different Moroccans. And again, I'm not saying that you guys are racist. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I've seen from I cannot say because again, like I said again, I went to the country and I didn't experience it myself. But some people can be racist. Well, that's one thing we have to be honest. Some people can be racist, and it's one thing that I've noticed as well. It was more from when it comes to the Senegalese, they were really trying to talk about what went wrong about the match itself, but I noticed for a lot of Moroccans, I'm not saying you guys, some of you guys were just like saying bananas or saying racist like just terms that are not really
Yeah,
acceptable.
that's literally most country, bro. So what Arab countries, that's how they resort to when they get mad. It's racism. That's
If you go on the internet and you go on a video and you see a comment section, 50 comments, racist comments, Moroccans, yeah?
you can't deny it, bro. It's
It
crazy.
looks bad.
Before we trash Morocco,
This
let me
look, this is
What are you trying to trash though?
we're not trying to trash.
I don't like being rude if I'm not gonna be able to share
What is trashing?
my side.
Please, when you go on the comment section and you see a video, an example, 50 racist comments Moroccan, it looks bad.
Bro,
It looks bad.
blackface. Like what?
Good people.
But you guys have a little racism also.
They-
Reduce it.
racism.
It's Senegal
Okay,
started. No,
there was some propaganda in the tournament. The tournament went like this. The referee did this. The referee did that. The Senegalese they walked off, but nobody mentioned Sadio Mane.
I don't think the fans or people know better than the
Hey,
referee, like professionals or
Daisy,
soccer professional.
Daisy, you have to
made a
wait.
mistake. Like they showed afterwards, the fans where the show the referees making mistakes.
The racism was
Literally,
let's see. So we don't need to argue about that. They did what they did.
The refs are humans at the end of the day. They can literally make mistakes on field,
Yeah.
right? Like they sometimes they can like the fans can see things the refs don't even see. Like like that play with Hakimi flop. You can see it was literally a dual match between him and the Senegalese player, and Hakimi lost and he fell, he flopped, and they literally took our goal back.
I'm Moroccan, yeah. I was watching the game. Going, the game's playing. So okay, no problem. Then they scored a goal. I said, oh look, Senegal have scored. Then I said, no goal. I said, what's going on here? So the very first thing I said, and I don't think it's true. I'm just a joker myself, you know. The very first thing I said, oh, we're cheating, okay. and then the penalty come, I said, penalty. Draws? Well, okay, no problem, we'll take it, you know. Then I said, this guy's gonna miss the penalty. Then he missed the penalty. Then the game played on, and then the game finished, and Senegal won. When I watched the videos after the game, I said, okay, it was a legit foul, and it was a legit penalty, but very soft.
Yeah, the penalty I understand. Like Juki kind of did give him a little, grab, but
It was soft.
the penalty, like that, the goal they took back, that was a mistake right there.
Yeah.
But we can't lose. We to lose the game, we lost the game, man. Every game there's a controversy. Premier League,
exactly.
Euro, World Cup, African Nations Cup. It happens. You lost the game. Go back.
Like, you know what the towel issue? They kept saying like we were playing black magic or all type of nonsense. Like, come on, I'm serious.
Hey, bro, you best hide your towels. You don't
Like that's insane. The thing that I love Morocco too. So like those are two teams that I was really supporting, bro. Like,
Exactly.
I didn't want them to play Senegal.
When I said, beginning of the tournament, yeah, I said if we don't take it, I hope Senegal takes it. And I said,
Literally, bro. Like that's literally how it goes.
someone asked me before the game. I said, I asked God, I want it. Either Senegal to take it, if not Morocco. So when we got to the final, okay, we played the game. Okay, whatever happens on the pitch, that's not us. That's between the players. There are thousands and hundreds of that's between them. We're spectators.
True.
Thank you very much. Well done. Condolences to Morocco. Well done, Senegal. And go back to work. Go back to life. Because even when you win the cup, what do you do the next day? If you're a national holiday, that's if you're in Senegal.
Yeah.
You can have a day off. Otherwise,
Like 2 days, I think. Senegal like 2 days.
Otherwise, you go back to work, you go back to life, and life moves on. Why are we fighting and arguing? And it's the internet. Because on the internet, you can have cowards that would never say it to your face.
That is true, bro. That is hilarious.
You can have children, you can have old men, old women. It's not the real people. Internet is not the real people. The real people, the one you meet him face to face and you can look into his eye and you can say this is a good guy or this is not a good guy. The internet's gonna ruin the world if we carry on. With all this. You don't like this, you don't black magic. It's not that problem in black magic, not black magic. Leave the towel alone, please.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't like looking, to the internet to change. It's not gonna change my relationship like how I feel about Morocco. It's just a game,
Exactly. Yeah.
Just a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like with the fans, just really with the fans. Like the game over with, I highly doubt the players are still gonna be trying to go at it. But
look to the stadium. Look to the stadium. When the Senegalese fans was angry,
yeah.
They didn't go for them. Example like, oh, there's so many of us, let's go. Everybody calm, they carried on singing them, that, and then when they lost the game, they left the stadium. That was the end of it. So it's just the when you go on the internet and people start and you don't even know half of them people, maybe not even Moroccan, half of them not even Senegal.
Yeah. Exactly.
True.
Exactly.
Morocco got a lot of haters. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people wanted that to lose.
Go now. I can make an account right now. Yeah, with a French flag and put some few French videos, and I can start.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a French guy against this person, and they're gonna start, and then they're gonna go in the street and say, "Oh, you saying this about us? You saying this about us?" And the real culprit they're laughing their heads off. Do you know the country when they get we're Muslim country Morocco, so when they say you're Arab, you're African, no. First we are a Muslim country. First Muslim. And then you want to talk about the heritage. Okay, we'll talk about the heritage. Yeah, we come from Saudi. This one is Amazigh. This come from here. This is African. This bloodline come from this side. That's a separate subject. But our identity as Muslims is Muslim. Nationalism is no place in Islam. So it's end of the day, people just need to drop their they just need to drop this toxic rubbish. Otherwise, I'm gonna fall out with football. I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm not gonna watch the World Cup.
Yeah, it's gonna be too much drama, to be honest. Unnecessary drama, because there's good drama, but there's unnecessary drama when people are just talking. You can't have a conversation without people just getting in their feelings. It's just too much at some point. Yeah.
I was enjoying it to begin with. South Africa, there was threatening us. We're coming for you. It's like, yeah, come on, bring it. Nigeria is telling us we're ready for you. Okay, no problem. We're gonna have a derby with Algeria, maybe something. I was enjoying the games myself personally, enjoying the tournament, enjoying the football, enjoying everything. Then after the tournament, it's like I've not even been back on the internet to watch the highlights and everything, which is because of all that stuff afterwards. If I was in control, it would be different, but it's not in control. I'm not in control, and people are going to be people, and some people are rude, and some people are upset, and I've seen my cousins they're in Morocco, and they post statuses to everyone to say, if you want to be like a European, then France is next door. Go.
Yeah, that's but why is it that a lot of Moroccan are just like the racist thing? Why is it like for you seem like you can take the heat, meaning no, just criticism. I find a lot of some people were so they didn't want to take any criticism.
With the
Obnoxious.
football, you have to let people enjoy themselves, right? If my team beats your team, then I'm going to remind you once a week. That doesn't mean I hate you.
Exactly.
Because I don't associate or play or joke with people I don't like.
Exactly.
If I don't like him, I'm not going to tell him we'll beat you. I don't like him. I don't care about this guy.
Exactly. You don't want to talk to this person. You don't want to associate yourself with them.
You know how many people run me and say, "Oh, did you watch the game?" I said, "No." They said, "Shut up." They said, "You watched the game?" I said, "No, what happened?" They said, "Oh, Morocco lost." I said, "No, really?" And then the next day they run me. They said, "You idiot! You know you watched the game." I said,
Yeah.
It's just jokes. It's just jokes. It's just banter. What's the point having a tournament if people are gonna fight afterwards? That's war, isn't it?
You know the crazy thing is like when the World Cup comes, whichever African team is leading, that's the one everyone's gonna support either way.
Exactly. Yep.
Like 2022, everyone was supporting Morocco, so if they do it again, we're not gonna have any choice but to support whichever African team is leading. So
Yeah, whichever one's leading the race, we're gonna clap for them. Whichever one's leading the race, we're gonna support them. And yeah, it was. I think to be honest with you, I don't want to say too much and upset people, but I think with football, I'm just gonna say it generally, in general. When a team is doing good, there's a way to lose, and there's also the way to behave after victory as well. If you win, you don't go around, "Oh, we win, we're the best, we're the best, we're the best." You don't do that because it's not a likable trait. And I think with all the recent success and everything, I think people getting a little bit ahead of themselves. They forgot where we was 5 years ago and what's going on, and just go and support the team. Don't put that big team pressure on a small team. A big team is someone who's been performing, years and years and years on the high level.
Yeah.
And then what can happen with victory, with success? The people's heads get big, big-headed. And then from there, the problems start, isn't it?
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying yesterday to some of the Senegalese fans, because one thing I recognize is that a lot of Moroccans are hurt because of a lot of it is what happened on the field and also what happened outside of the field. And I'm like, okay, some Senegalese, you guys win, but you also sometimes have to be a graceful winner. meaning so you don't damage the relationship that your guys already have. Because I've heard a lot of, from Moroccan side and also from Senegalese side that says, well, we are brothers, so why should we actually, demolish our relationships?
No, they need respect.
Yeah.
If we did wrong, then we say we apologize for that wrong.
Exactly.
Forgive us. If wrong to us, forgive us, we forgive. For example, them guys who was fighting in the stadium, wrong.
It is.
Yeah, I agree
It
with
is.
that. Like, that was wrong, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
How many people was there? Whoever was there was the one who was, whoever did it was wrong. Not the nation, not the ones in the back.
Exactly.
This is a common problem in the world now. One guy from one particular place does something stupid, and they go straight to the media, and then they blame the whole,
The whole group. The whole group is
the
been.
whole thing was crazy.
the
Yeah.
whole lineage.
Yeah.
Even the one already passed away, they say, yeah, him as well.
Yeah. It's crazy how they actually, try to create so much separation, while the football is supposed to be brand, even though it's a competitive sport, but again it brands two countries or more under the same roof or together to actually enjoy a sport, and to bring closeness. But yeah, it's
The same with the players shake hands after the game, the fans have to shake hands as well.
exactly.
I looked did not expect it to even go that far, honestly. I thought, like, just like a friendly match after everything, just, but
Yeah, of course. People spend money, money, time to go there to enjoy. The football.
the fans are passionate. That's the thing. Both countries, especially Senegal, like, they're over passionate about football. Like, even the old, the young, like, like, it's just, so when certain things happen, they take it to the forest. So
Yeah, okay. Why? Like, okay, look, guys. For me, I've always played foot. I play football ever since, for me, when I was a child. Like, I love football, but I've never been so, like, over the top, losing my emotions about it. Like, is it a thing in Africa that they're so passionate about football like this?
yeah, it's almost like, I don't know. I feel like it's just a hope for them. Like, example, like, if the country wins the African time, like, and then wins the, like, or even goes far in the semifinal, they can actually, do a lot good for Senegal, like, economic wise and everything. So I feel like, football for them is like a source of hope. Like, the kids
Oh,
that
okay.
want to be football players, when they support, they look towards our national team. So I think that's why, like, they're over passionate about
Yeah, okay.
football. Like, to
Yeah.
them, it hits deeper.
Yeah, it
That's why
is.
they lost their mind when that penalty got called. Like, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just too overly over and invested, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Let's talk about the penalty just for 1 minute, though, yeah?
Go ahead.
What? Brahim, why? Why?
You know what I think happened with Brahim? I think with all the commotion, everything that happened, I think he wanted to honestly, just humiliate us by doing that.
No, you know what? Nobody's talking about Mendy. Mendy is professional. Yeah? He went down to the left, like he's going to jump, and then afterwards he stand back in his place. Nobody's talking about that. So Mendy did the same save again against Aguero. He went down.
Yeah.
He's right. Like, he's committed. And then so the time after the stoppage, after everything, Brahim was emotional even before the penalty. You can see his eye. It looked like he was crying. And with the penalty, I think he went through so many. Because I don't think he's really that type of guy, to humiliate people. Even
That's what I thought at first. I'm like, he just wants to, all right, we're gonna get all that.
And he did a lot. It's a form of scoring. You go to the top, go to penalties is chess. It's trickery and shooting and scoring. It's a form of scoring. It's not like he scored a Panenka or he's laughing. You cannot be humiliated in that stage. But he decided, last minute, I'm gonna do the Panenka. The goalkeeper saved it, and because nobody reacted, it was the shock.
Yeah.
And he left. And if I was with him as a friend, I will laugh with him. I will just say to Ibrahim, Panenka.
Yeah.
Panenka.
That was crazy.
Because if he would have scored it, he would have been a hero.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not
It was
gonna.
a big for him. So, mind and body, but I it was a lot. He was under a lot of pressure. It was,
we win with them, we lose with them. You know, you can't win happy, and when you lose, oh, he's bad, he's this.
Yeah, true.
I think they was booing him in the stadium.
Yeah, it was actually getting too much because it's like people were putting so much hope. I think, that hope it becomes so irrational to a point. That's why people after the match they were doing such irrational situations like, getting in the stand, just pulling each other off, just basically it was to a point you're like, okay, wait, you guys won Senegal, you guys won, but then some of you guys had to be going over the top to do so much. You understand what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like take your win and then just walk it off, celebrate, not not destroy.
Celebrate, yeah. Well, I think after a few days, a few days have passed. Even like Sophia says, I'm not gonna move on the day after after the match. Of course, I was a bit sad when we lost, but congrats. Yeah, and after 3 days, everybody calmed down, breathe, and said, what was I thinking? Why?
Yeah.
Why is people upset?
Yeah.
All my Moroccan friends, literally, they were like saying, "Oh, it's just Senegal, Morocco, we're all the same. Congrats." That's literally all I've been hearing from like Moroccans that I know, just been saying congrats.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't even judge the whole country and say like they're this and that because like it's like minority of people, but
Just be careful for the agents. They paid. Their job is to go on the internet and cause trouble
Yeah.
between people. That's their job. Don't forget.
but it's
Who benefits from a broken Africa?
Exactly.
true.
Exactly. And what do you guys think about when Hakimi was throwing during the moment where he threw the towel?
The poor guy. The fun was telling him and telling him to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that.
He just followed it, and
But I feel like Hakim should know better though. Like
Eh.
honestly, I feel like they put him in a really bad situation. But I think I can see where he was coming from. He probably thought like maybe whatever the fans were telling him it had an effect like in the game. That's why he went over there to see.
it wasn't the fun as well. The fun was only joining in. The people telling him was. I think the stewards, but I think they got overwhelmed. At home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all the old people and the confusion because he was
Exactly.
going to do it, and then
Yeah.
they told him again. He looks around and he just picked a towel up and chucked it. And he's the captain. It would have been better if he just turned around and said, "Hey,
Yeah.
stop."
Yeah, but
If we lose,
yeah.
if they're doing a black magic, okay, that's good. They're not doing it. It's an insult to say to somebody you're doing it. You need proof.
You need proof.
But the things happen. Yeah, he could have turned around and said, "Okay, stop that, play properly." But I think he was overwhelmed, and
Yeah.
he started said, and me personally, I was so happy about the semi-final and the players as well with the semi-final because I didn't think we was gonna come so far in the tournament.
That's the thing. That's the point. Like it end up with you guys. Like that's like, you know, climbing the mountain and reaching to the mountaintop. And when it comes to Hakimi, that situation, like for him, just like you said, very big. He was overwhelmed, and at the same time, he's playing in his home country. I would definitely look past that because and when you're playing for your home country, you try to listen to your fans as much as you can to not give him a feeling of I'm letting you down or I'm ignoring you. And it's a very pressure situation that he was in, and he just did that. Some people say, okay, well, it was disrespectful, but when you look at it from different angles, it's like, what could he do?
Give him a little bit.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Because you can even see, like, he was very confused in the face. He was like,
Exactly.
wondering- he even grabbed the water bottle at first, thinking that's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
And then he went over to the towel. So,
Yeah, we have to give him some grace, to be honest, because like normally he's not like that. Normally he doesn't do such things. So I mean, if it happens, yeah, we shouldn't look too much into it, to be honest.
Well, we talk
I
about
think oh, go ahead.
go ahead, bro. Carry on.
I think I was about to say what made it even more thing. But I think the situation with the towels, with the towel boys and our backup goalkeeper. I think with that and then what Hakimi did, like, kind of made it more.
Yeah.
Made it bigger than what it was.
The Nigerian goalkeeper says you can keep a towel now to dry your tears.
The towel jokes are going crazy.
Yeah.
I say, النهار طويل. Not طويل, you know, طويل means long, yeah, but I spell it like Toweel, long day, نهار طويل. And you don't get it until I explain, and you say, "Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one." It is what it is. It is
Yeah,
what it is.
it is what it
It's a bit,
is.
it's a bit silly, but it is what it is. You know, we lost
Sure.
now anyway. So,
Sure,
so,
sure.
and maybe in the future, mistakes can be rectified. God
Yeah.
willing, mistakes are rectified. You know, mistakes have happened now. It's everybody's first time living. Don't forget.
Yeah.
The
It's
tournament was so good. The tournament was so good throughout the whole thing. Like, honestly.
yeah, it's true. It was so exciting to see, to be honest. It was so, full with a lot of, up points. But
Nice stadiums, nice TV coverage.
yeah,
Professional man.
professional. And you know what I find? Like a lot of it, some people were saying that, okay, well, maybe for next time they should hire referees or the host from the Western world, from the Western countries. I'm like, why?
No, just give.
No, it's good.
No, like Henry said, Thierry Henry, he said more training. So I think the referees need to be a little bit more decisive and fair in general, because in not only that game, Morocco, Senegal, Algeria, Nigeria, Morocco, Nigeria, the other game, it was, and it happens in a lot, and it happens in every tournament, every weekend in the Premier League. There's a controversial
Exactly.
It's like important moments too. Which is the crazy part. Like, they do like minor mistakes, but like they do
Major mistakes. And it's like, I'm asking like for the people's, I mean, people can, want what they want, but I'm like, okay, aren't they allowed to make mistakes too? You know, when a mistake is made from, a referees or host here in Europe, like it's they don't get so much backlash, so much like, oh well, even if they do, they don't like, okay, well, you shouldn't be coaching or, I mean, refereeing anymore. Like, come on, accept that, our referees is like, they're not gonna be 100%, they're gonna make mistakes, they are human beings, just like you say, very big, this is their first time living. So cut them some grace, like, okay, this is the point.
Last year or the year before, there was a big mistake in the game with Liverpool in the Premier League. And the later referee said, we apologize, it was a mistake and everything. And that was the end of it. It's gone quiet. But I think
Exactly.
whether we like it or not,
Hi Africa.
every sport, and there's going to be a degree of fixing in today's environment. In football, in basketball, in hockey, in boxing, in
Exactly.
MMA. In every sport, there's a degree of match fixing and cheating and favoritism.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
And
going to happen.
yeah, it's not like it's robots that are just basically, so wired for winning, and that's, running in binary, just 0 and 1, and just wired and winning. We are human beings. Sometimes we will be like, okay, oh, this it was a foul, but I wouldn't call it a foul. Or if this happened, I would just let it go. It's like people have to understand, but I don't think it's a good idea for them to say, well, the coach, the ref or the host need to be not given an opportunity or grace for them to actually grow. I don't think that's a good idea. They should still stick with their own, African refs and African hosts. Give them a moment, an opportunity to just grow, because that's how you learn, through making mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
How you
And
doing?
sometimes when it's very, you're very right, and sometimes you have to completely turn your back on the football as well. Because on my street, in my area, we've got African people, north, west, and south. We've got European people, we've got Eastern European people here, and we're all mixed. So if I need help in my neighborhood, I'm gonna go to my neighbors. My neighbors again is more important to me than than the national football team.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
important. So with football, we need all of us to kind of enjoy it and come back and just stay out and stay away from the people, the troublemakers, the corruptors. The troublemakers, they will get, well, it's coming to them. Wherever
Yeah.
they are, they will get the medicine.
Yeah, true.
This is everything, you know.
True.
You can't go on the internet and sit there da 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 and think you're free. You're gonna get away with it.
Yeah. So, okay, we have Mama Africa. Hi, how you doing? Oh,
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. So, what made you came up?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just the title.
Okay. So, yeah,
I
then
just saw your live, so I just wanted to check what's going on.
yeah, we're talking.
Um,
Yeah. Anything that you would like to add? Morocco got the same energy they gave.
to be honest, I didn't really. I just came from between, so I don't just want to be talking. But yeah, yeah. I just got here.
Okay.
I don't agree that loveless.
Yeah, I don't agree with that too.
I think we're not even going into that, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like saying the tit for tat. We passed that.
Somebody started it somewhere. We don't know.
There's a lot of emotions going on, so like you
Yeah.
gotta see stuff on both sides.
Yeah. At this point, we passed that. At this point, it's like we good. Like it's it was a match. It was a football match. Just leave it as that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was a football match. It really was.
Super life.
And in Europe, we
Yeah.
have fighting in the stands as well. You have all this type of stuff and everything. And it gets happened after the game. People
yeah.
don't carry on with it. It happens.
It's
It
not
happens
about the
everywhere
match,
you
but
go.
it's about its
Super
attitude.
life.
Yeah, what's up?
Yes, I'll catch you on another live. I'm gonna go back to bed, and
All
yeah,
right.
it was good seeing you.
All right, likewise. Have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
It's about the match, but it is about attitude. Yeah. Okay. So then love bless. You still stuck on on what went wrong. I mean, can't you also focus on what went right? Or try to see beyond what went wrong, because that's also a point that we have to actually, be able to talk about. Because again, like I said, it was a beautiful, beautiful ceremony to see, beautiful match. So, I mean, yeah. But what do you guys think about the towel boys? These guys they should have got discipline, meaning that they should have
Yes.
like, hey, like, what are you guys doing? You're
It was too
distracting
much.
the
It
game,
was too
like,
much.
yeah,
It was just too much. For like 4 or 5 Cowboys to be chasing a player, actual player.
yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
that was.
Somebody should have talked to him like, okay, maybe you guys should pull up. But it's the fact that the staff is also aiding and helping them doing it, which is crazy.
Oh yeah, they was convicted with it.
Like,
It started with Nigeria game, and I thought it would have been I thought it would have been they would have stopped it. If I was a Senegalese and they're taking my towel, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be angry. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they took the Moroccan towel from the goalkeeper, I'm gonna say, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Then you're gonna say the towel is black magic. Then I'm gonna say, are you stupid? Are you okay? So with not some behaviors and no excuse for it, I hope they don't do it again.
I hope so too.
I hope they don't do it again.
You know what I find interesting? They say it's black magic, but they're not afraid to touch it.
Yeah. I know. And if you and the black magic, if you how can you be affected if you religious, properly the right way, and you seek your blessings from God and protection from God.
Exactly.
And then this is not gonna do anything. And then another person said no because
Exactly.
it was raining and they use a towel to dry their face and to dry their hands, and if they don't have the towel, then the ball slips off the gloves, it can go in the net. Okay, no problem. I would love to disagree as a Moroccan, but I'll watch the CCTV, the camera evidence, and it's blatant to see. So I hope that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, that's
you know what's like confused with me? If it was black magic, that would mean that nobody can ever score a man. Because Mandy's known to use towels, like he use it. If that's the case, that would mean nobody will be able to score
to
him.
score on him.
So
Yeah.
why would he wait till now, in his career, when we have laws past African cups before, You know, so this doesn't make sense.
You know what I find? That's a good point. Love bless. You said something so real. Do they accuse European of black magic when they lose against them? Or you know what I mean? That's a really good point. Because why is it because only because they were playing against Africans and they for some reason they started to say black magic and then they are they are the Moroccans are a religious country, and then how can you believe in that? Like seriously, if
One of the instruction in Islam is to avoid superstition.
Yeah.
Avoid
oh
superstition. Okay, so we give everybody has the benefit of the doubt. We don't believe. We avoid superstition. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's doing this. He's doing that. So yeah, for that one, I really can't understand it. If I'm honest with you, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh no, it was because this, because that. That one, I don't. That one, I don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah. Like, these guys are praying. They're literally praying, you know, praying and praise the whole national team.
What do you want me to say? Love bless.
You know,
It looks like you look into one of those type of debates. Sorry, my friend.
yeah, I don't know the truth. He's been saying the truth. Love bless. He's been saying the truth. Y'all are racist. No, no, no. Yeah. All right.
So,
It's yeah, but that's not true. Love bless. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have Moroccan friends that I see on a weekly basis, and I've spoken to a lot of Moroccans here, and I, I can tell you that's not the case. And let me put it back. I don't.
talking to 12 years old.
Yeah,
No problem.
yeah. Um. Well, it is what it is, though, because one thing is for sure. Um. Okay, Senegalese, you are a 12 year.
You know, in my life, sorry to tell you my life story. Oh, sorry, look, bless, I don't want trouble, please, please. So in my life, I'm 38 years old. I grown up in UK. I have had so much trouble in the streets. I defend with people with racism. My people. I'm Moroccan. Here, all Pakistani and Indian. I'm always defending them, defending them, defending them. Any dark skinned person, I'm defending them. I've got good history here where I am and good reputation, for this type of stuff. It's something that I'm against bullying and racism. When I fall under the hands from racism from people, my heart is hurting, because I didn't do anything. I want good for them, but they are cursing me, they're accusing me. Maybe they are wrong to accuse me. Maybe it's some of the people from my nationality inviting this upon me. I don't know the reason, but the bottom of the story is not you can like I said before earlier before this love bless came, you cannot take an offense from one person and take the punishment out on the other person. You are wrong.
Reason
So
why?
this one here only want to argue
Yeah.
and do that whole thing, but this doesn't work with real people. It doesn't work. This is only for the cheap people who's going to respond to you. So you have to find somebody cheap and you can have this match with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You said very picks. You said something about so many different haram situation when it comes to what some people were saying. When it comes to, let's say, for example, when they were saying black magic, or when they were being, some of them were saying some racial slurs. But what's like, is would you say that these are non-believers, or they don't really know the true meaning of being a Muslim? Like,
yeah.
But they follow. It's not. Something. This is only my opinion. What I
yeah,
think.
yeah,
I have to state this because the truth is sometimes I'm not that knowledgeable, but it's not right. It's not right. It's not following the right way of Islam. It's not a good example. It's not a good example for the Muslims of the world. It's not the right way. It's simply not the right way because you're bullying them because you're in your home country and you're taking the towel. If you play against Mendy in the Champions League, Example, say let's just say PSG they go for against Chelsea because I don't follow that much, local football or who's with what team. If PSG versus Chelsea and Mendy was in the net, can you take his towel? So
Yeah.
we're talking about the AFCON, professional. We want to show the world, look how good we are. But this, what is this? And who did this? We're not going to say the visitor came and did this. This is the host country, and that's it. That's the end of it. It is what it is. If a Moroccan person has to say the truth, the towel snatching was silly. And then that was wrong. We're innocent for this. They said we were cheating our way through the tournament. This was a bit of propaganda at start and beginning of the tournament.
Yeah.
But the towel one is clear. For me, it's clear. And anybody with a brain, he has to agree. I haven't met one Moroccan in person or spoke to one Moroccan from the people who I know. They say, yeah. But they all said, I don't know about that one. I don't understand it.
Yeah. So lurking, we have
How you
lurking.
doing, guys?
We doing good. How you doing?
Uh, I don't know. Like, I've been watching a lot of TikTok, like, lives and everything, and I feel like it's too much. Racism is everywhere. If you're gonna just talk about Morocco, you, I'm not gonna say you can't talk. You can talk, but you put in a lot of effort in that. Yeah, we all against racism. Okay, the difference is that in North Africa, it's a normal thing. I'm not saying that I'm gonna call you whatever I wanna call you. I have to respect you, but in the culture, it's different. That's one, and two. If they're gonna see, if I'm gonna see a tall guy, I'm gonna, I don't know, call him something else. Like in my country, like we used to say that it's a normal thing. So what happened in Morocco? Um, it's a shameful thing. I'm not gonna say it's a good thing, but we're not gonna say all Moroccan people are bad. That's pretty, like, we're saying like the wrong stuff right now. And I know a lot of people from Morocco, good people, respectful people. I got a lot of friends, and it's, I don't know. Last time I chose P there, he went to Algeria. Okay. And I was talking to this lady, and she said, they treated him like real bad, and she all said like all that kind of stuff. And I was like, if Archbishop wanna go to any country, he needs to do his homework. I can't just go to, I don't know, Angola or Cameroon or whatever and do some stupid stuff to insult the people. I have to know the culture. 'Cause I don't want to do something that probably gonna cause a problem. So what he did, he touched, I don't know, some parts in their body. You can't do that in Algeria. You can't do that.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, it's really bad. I'm telling you, it's really bad. I know. If we're gonna talk about racism, we're gonna make a big deal. But if you're gonna talk about Algeria and saying like, he did something wrong, and it's like, you don't know that, so you cannot give him an excuse or whatever.
Yeah.
He needs to do his homework. And the ultras, you can't film that guys. Those guys, you can't just.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but one thing. Oh, you mean the how you call them, the guys who are that who would really love
Something like that.
Yeah, the ultras.
the ultras.
That's the derby. It's in two big teams,
Mm-hmm.
and even the guys over there, even the players, they had a lot of problems over there, like a big fight over there. So that's the culture over there. You can't just go over there and say like these people are not good. Never. That's the way they live it. You can't just say you can't live this way or you can't say this, say that kind of stuff.
Sure.
I know they shouldn't throw anything at him or say anything. Yeah, you're right. But he did something wrong, and I'm not justifying that you should throw a bottle of water on him. But you should do your homework too. Because you don't want to insult anyone. We have to respect anyone, whatever your color, and that's pretty much everything. It was like everybody's talking. It's like I don't know. It's It's
Yeah,
pretty bad. It's like they're making a whole scene.
it's too much to be honest because I do understand you say that he should have done his homework. True, but you have to understand sometimes out of all the tour that he has made so far, isn't that the only mistake that he's made? Speed and Algeria when it comes to he getting chucked the water they
The
was
thing
thrown
is,
in
it's
him.
2020 places. I don't think we had that like that type of time to say like
Exactly.
research every
Understand?
single like that
Yeah.
especially for that something that small
Mm-hmm.
where I don't know if you touch his private parts or whatever. Like, so I don't think Speed is thinking of it like that far ahead. Like, oh, if I do this, I have
Mm-hmm.
a whole stadium throwing bottles at me.
He's
Like,
in the country. You have to honor your guests. But okay, fair enough. They got mad because he was standing there with his hands down his pants. Okay, that's the reason.
That's the reason. Wait. Okay, wait. Very pigs.
You
Hold,
got to say, excuse me,
hold on.
Speed, we can't do this. Don't put your hands there, please. Don't do it again. People don't like it.
Oh, that was the reason. Wait. That was the reason, y'all. I thought it was.
Yeah,
I thought.
that's the reason. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
wait.
pretty much the reason.
Okay, I thought the reason was because the guy was saying someone in the pitch was saying because they don't like to be filmed.
That's the second reason, but the first reason, I'm Algerian, okay? I'm telling you the truth, bro.
What's
You can't just touch your, like, he put his pants in the his hand under his pant, like
Oh,
you can't just do that.
you can't
In my
do
country,
that.
You can't do that, bro.
Oh, okay.
In my country, you can't do that.
Oh,
The whole country, you can't just walk outside and put your hand in your pants, like.
Are you
oh.
sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man. I'm Algerian. What are you
It
talking
happens
about?
all the time.
But they needed to speak to him, and just tell him, hey, look, bro.
You can't do that. I'm not gonna tell
No,
everyone.
I'm telling you it happens. You don't understand.
One at a time. One at a
I'm
time.
saying it
One at a time.
happens all the time because men have discomfort and that's why they put their pants.
That's
in that
probably in your
specific
country,
area.
not in my country.
No, not in my country. This is human anatomy. You can do research on this yourself. It
Yeah.
has been proven that men have discomfort in that area. That's why when men
We
are
don't do
sitting
that.
and they can I finish my point? That's why when men are sitting and they stand up, they often touch that area. They might not like fully like take that thing out and show it to everyone to see, but it has been physically proven that in that area it's very sensitive and when men have discomfort, they touch that area.
Yeah, I do
So you can't
understand.
tell me that North African men don't do that. I literally see soccer players in North Africa. I've seen North African soccer players do the same thing that Speed did.
So you saying I'm lying or something? Like,
Well, you don't know human anatomy. That's
I
what it
don't
seems
care
like.
about that. I'm talking about.
How do you not care? And yet
Wait.
you're-
I've been living in Algeria for 35 years. What are you talking about?
Which-
Just you being so you've seen every single Algerian in Algeria.
Yeah, I've been living.
So wait, you
I'm a
have
driver.
seen.
I'm a truck
You have
driver.
seen.
You want to
So
show
you
me
have
the
seen
country?
every
One at a time.
single-
One at a time.
You
One
have
at a time.
seen every single Algerian in Algeria, face to face.
No, I.
Talking about there is some stuff we can't just do in my country. You have to understand. We're not like you guys.
Okay.
You have to understand our culture is different than yours, guys. I don't know why you
just trying to say like it's normal for men to like naturally do that. So for a whole country to see that like as disrespect, that's what like I think.
You guys can do research on it. It is normal for men to touch that area.
Okay. Okay.
I'm saying it's not.
Yes, you are, because you just said it's not normal in Algeria to do that. So you are saying it's not normal for men to do that.
No. Wait. It's not the same thing, guys. Love. Wait. Give the guys a chance because one thing is for sure, they are customs. Every culture have a certain custom, certain expectation that they have. And I do understand what you're saying, love. For us men, yes. If we wear in tight briefs, boxer briefs, and sometimes, we just want to feel comfortable and we might touch our area. But in some countries like Algeria, now I know it's not the right way to carry yourself. And that's the reason why some and lurking. Is that what you're trying to say, lurking?
Let me tell you something. She was talking about it's a normal thing to do. Yeah, it's a normal thing. I'm a guy, I do it.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna do it in front of people.
that's the difference.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's the
You can't
difference.
just do that in front of like these people I met in the stadium. We're watching the game, they're throwing bottles on the players and everything. You can't just go over there and do that kind of stuff.
What
And
is?
I'm not saying they should
Yeah.
throw the bottle words. I'm not gonna say that. It's a shameful thing too. Okay? I'm against that, bro. Whatever he's gonna do, he's a guest, okay? You're not gonna treat him this way. I'm saying again, okay? But it's a big mistake. You're professional, bro. I mean the whole world is
Okay.
watching you. You have to do your homework. Some people probably I don't know. Some people they've been shouting like they have this gun. I don't know. It's kind of rifles or that kind of stuff. We're using that stuff in the weddings and all that stuff. And I've been seeing a lot of people. They're trying to shoot him or something. Guys, you have to relax. We're using that in weddings.
Wait.
But you're not understanding the point here. I'm saying if you go to Algeria, you will see that occur because people do it. Not everyone knows that it's a custom there. There's people that do it in Algeria. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay. Well.
All right, ma'am. I'm telling you, it's a normal thing to do, but not in the front of the
I'm
people.
telling you in public. It is done in public.
Okay,
for
love,
everyone
love,
else to see.
love.
Speed is not the first person to do it.
Love.
Should delete that person, you know, with the I don't know the vampire.
Okay. Love. I got a question for you, love. Have you ever been to Algeria?
I've been to Senegal. I haven't been to Algeria yet.
Are you a Speed fan?
But I know people that have been to Algeria.
Okay. Are you a Speed fan?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm also a Speed fan.
If you say fan as in like, do I watch his videos? Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's what I'm fan. I mean, you would have to like. I'm a Speed fan too. You know, there's no shame in
Even
saying
if I
that.
wasn't a speed fan,
Okay.
I would still say the same thing because I know how anatomy works. I know how physiology works. I know
It's-
what men feel discomfort in.
Yes, but it's not a question. It's not question. It's not a question about. It's not a question about.
And I have the anatomy and I don't have discomfort to hold my private.
But you are, you're not
Okay.
understanding the point here. Everyone else
Okay.
agree that this is normal behavior for men to do.
Not normal.
Because of discomfort. You can go ask a doctor, ask a nurse, they'll tell you the same thing.
With your hand,
You know,
pants, you
can I say something?
Go and
You're
go and
telling me men don't feel discomfort in that area when
wait.
they stand up?
Love. Okay.
5 seconds to adjust it. It doesn't. You don't need to stand there for 5 minutes with this down. You.
Well, it's probably different for him.
Okay, guys. We're gonna give.
It can be.
Why
It can
to
be
justify his
It's not.
the way
It's
he's
not being
doing
justified.
that?
This
It's
is
not
human
part of
anatomy. That's how
doesn't make any
men
sense.
and
Hold on,
women
hold
are
on.
not the same.
Hold on.
There's different factors to consider when you're talking about the situation. Heat is one of the factors to consider.
Okay, wait, everybody. We're gonna give NL. We're gonna give some new people a chance. I see we have NLC, and Sarah.
Can I say something? I'm about to leave, please.
Last minute.
I've been happy to be here. Thank you for having me. Good life and see you soon, bro. Yeah.
All right, see you soon, bro. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, my respect.
All right,
Everyone
you too.
take care. Everyone take care. No love lost.
All right.
All right. All right.
Lurkin. Sure, I'll do it. Lurkin, you say you wanna leave? Say.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, I don't know, but a lot of people.
Yeah, we can hear you. Loud and clear. What's up?
So, the Senegal and Morocco situation, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Okay, hold on.
Situation,
Wait.
female said,
Wait. Let's leave Lurkin. He's gonna leave soon. Let's leave him go first. To address love, and then we're gonna go to you, and then Sarah.
I want to say something, okay? Whatever's going on over there, I don't want to be rude, but I don't feel like I need to apologize or something. But we have to explain a lot of stuff. If we did something wrong to Speed, we're gonna say that we did something wrong to him. Okay, we did something whatever it is bad or good, we're gonna say it, bro. I'm not gonna be scared of people. If there is something, I'm gonna say that guy speed and
Address the part in which he was called
No,
a hardy
give him a moment. Give him a moment,
okay.
love.
He's a good guy. I'm not saying he's a bad or whatever. I'm not. I don't follow speed. I don't watch his streams, whatever. But I'm against that people that whatever who throwing the bottled water. I'm against that. Okay. But you have to understand, it's a normal thing. Yeah, to touch your parts.
Okay.
But you can't do that in my country. You can do that in your country, but you can't do it in my country.
Okay, I
That's the
understand.
only thing. You have to respect that.
Okay, so can you justify also him being called a hardy R while he was minding his business?
What are you
Are
talking
you gonna
about?
judge?
That's the only incidents happening in Algeria. They
Yeah,
put the bottle of water.
no, that's not the only incident. He was in the car and he was driving by and someone yelled at him the hard ER N word.
No one saw them there, man.
You didn't see the video? You
Yeah, I
can look
watched
it
all
up
the
yourself.
videos, man. I saw only the bottle of water and he started talking.
No, there's a video of him being called the hard ER.
That happened in Morocco. They
No,
told me
it did
that.
not. It happened in Algeria. He was in Algeria that day. I saw the video. You can watch it on YouTube or
Okay,
TikTok.
let's finish with the bottle of water, then we're gonna go up.
No,
Okay?
you finish. I got your point. I got your point.
So
You
we're
said
good
it
with
is
that.
inappropriate behavior for
Okay.
him to do
If
that
they
in
did-
public. Okay,
if
I
they-
understand that.
Okay, if they said whatever, okay, if they said something that gonna make speed uncomfortable, that's wrong. I'm saying that they should say sorry to him. Okay, I'm not
But
saying
why
that.
is it that it's why is it only happening in Algeria? How come when he went to Angola? No, listen to me. How come when he went to Angola, when he went to Nigeria, when he went to other places, he didn't get called the hardy R? Why is it normal behavior in North Africa to be called the hardy R, but when he went to sub-Saharan Africa, he wasn't called the hardy R? So there's something about the environment there that is racist, and that's why he was called the hard ER. You can't tell me otherwise.
No, I'm not gonna tell you nothing because we got black people in Algeria, and you don't
And
understand.
they
the
experience
culture.
racism. Why are they being called the hard ER? Again, why are they being called the hard ER? He went to different countries in Africa and he wasn't called the hard ER. Why is it specifically in North Africa that he was called the hard ER? That means there's something racist in that environment that people think it's normal to go around calling BLK people the hard ER.
Man, I mean, even
You can't justify it. That's why
I'm not gonna justify that. I'm not gonna
you
say.
can't escape it.
I'm not gonna skip it. But if you're gonna
And
talk
he isn't the
about
first person to be called that.
there is racism in Algeria. There is racism in Angola. There is even.
But he wasn't
Arabs,
called the
when they
hard
go to
ER in
Angola,
Angola. You're not getting it. He wasn't called the hard ER in Angola when he went there. How come it's only happening in North Africa? Plenty of BLK people go to North Africa and people call them the hard ER.
Can I
It doesn't happen when they go to Nigeria. It doesn't happen when they go to majority black countries in Africa.
So, whatever you're
There's
talking
no
about,
way
it's just
to answer
happening
the
only
question because
in
you
North
know there's a
Africa.
racism issue.
No.
You don't
I'm
want to
telling you, there is racism. You're not listening to me. But what I'm trying to say, it's not just happening in Algeria. It's happening in the United States. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not new thing. We
But
invented that
we are
shit.
talking about Algeria and Speed going to Algeria.
Yeah.
Why would you're like the type to go to a protest and protest something else that has nothing to do with the protest. You are deflecting.
No.
If we are talking about Algeria and Speed, what's the point of mentioning other countries? Take accountability. You lack accountability. That's the problem.
But if you got fucked up stuff in your country, you can't just blame me. It's happening all
We're
around the world.
talking about one specific thing that happened. Why are you deflecting? You're trying to push blame. If we're talking about,
I'm not pushing blame. I'm
yes,
telling you
are.
there
You're
is
mentioning
racism.
America.
I'm telling you.
I'm talking about Algeria. Why are you bringing up America? America is racist.
Okay.
No one's denying
There is
that.
racism
So
in
what's the
Algeria.
point of mentioning
You wanna hear
Algeria?
that?
It's because
There
you
is
don't
racism.
want your people to look back, and you have an issue with accountability. That's the issue.
Okay, let me tell you.
That's why you're trying to deflect.
Okay, there is racism everywhere. It's not just in Algeria. Okay, not just in Algeria. Yeah, there is racism in Algeria. Okay, but not like other places. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Not just a speed. We got a lot of people in Algeria. We got even from Cameroon. We got from Senegal. We're all good over there. We're living in peace. Okay, so not because just a speed, you're gonna tell me that we all Algeria are racism. You can't just. This is so stupid. You know what? Do your homework, man. Do
Like
your
we said,
homework.
all
You
in
can't
that.
just
Okay.
push and blame everybody and just talking about Algeria or Arab or we can't just do that, man. Like you can't do your homework, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Lurkin. We're gonna
Thank you
give.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you for coming up for
All
clarifying.
right, thank you so
Now
much.
I know because of you. Now I know when I visit Algeria, I cannot do that in public. So it was actually I needed to know that. So
Thank you
let's
so much.
yeah, have a good night. Wait, Maggie, you wanted to say something?
Super. Yeah, don't let Logan go. Logan, here, because I want to talk to you.
Hi, man.
Perfect. Oh, my first question is that correct me if I'm wrong?
Alright.
You said it is normal in your country for you guys to be throwing water bottle at people, correct?
Not water.
Can I say something?
Guys, Maggie, you're gonna have Maggie. Could you hold on? Lurkin, could you hold on for a moment?
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Let's give them two.
No, Maggie, I want you to stay. Where's
No.
left? She left.
No, she's gonna stay.
Here,
She's
you
gonna
go
stay.
first.
And I'll see if you wanna say something too. You could say something. And I'll see.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to go to like a different point. I want to stay.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, go ahead. So and I'll
Okay,
see. So
thank
it's
you.
okay.
Okay. Now, Maggie, go back to your. We're gonna go back to your point. The question that you said: is it normal to throw water? Okay. So let's go step by step, right? You guys, I don't know if you guys watched the stream because I did. So what happened was like Speed went to the stadium, and then he went to the pitch first, right? He went to the pitch and he started walking, and people started throwing water, and they were like, no, we have to go. And then they went in. Then they went into that place where there was glass, and then he touched his private, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So okay, now so the water was thrown before he touched his private, right? So for us to say that they throw water because he did something inappropriate, this is not true, because the water was thrown, the bottles of water were thrown before he even put his hand in his pants. Is that right, or are you guys
Yeah,
following?
can I ask you a question? Where are you from, Seth?
I'm from Algeria.
Okay.
Really?
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the action of throwing water, I don't like violence, and I think it was wrong, right? And I want to say that yes, accountability matters. Like we have to be accountable for the action that was
Inappropriate.
Okay, sorry. But Sarah, let me ask you this. Sorry for that, though. Can you finish your point, please? Sarah?
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's a normal thing, okay? You can't just throw bottled water on someone. You can't do that, okay? What I want to tell you about that soccer game, okay? It's really heated game, okay? I watch a lot of games over there, okay? And it's really bad. Okay, it's not about the color. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we got racism. We got over there. Okay, but Speed, they didn't throw the bottle wars because his color. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
Why did they throw it?
Can I say something about that?
I want to say-
I want.
Let's
can I
give.
say-
Let's give.
Wait, wait, wait.
Can I say something about that?
Go ahead.
Being real with y'all, like with you King, at the end of the day, Speed came to another country. He's new to this country. So y'all should have been able to control yourselves from literally trying to put him accountable on something he didn't know. So at the end of the day, y'all gotta be accountable on understanding that they are tourists. They're gonna come and do things that they're inhabited to do. Because from where they come from, like Speed is from America. At the end of the day, when it comes to American stuff, they might put their hands where they're not supposed to, or either go to places where they're not supposed to. But it's up to y'all to understand that they do not come from the country that you are.
Educate them.
You know, at the end of the day, the accountability is the line is y'all can control yourselves to let him know and be like, yo, Speed, you're not supposed to be doing that. Simple as that. There's no point of taking no water to throwing at another person because at the end of the day, there's no space for that. We're all grown. There's grown folks over there. People that are like 40, 50, and that dude is like 20 years old. So think about that in your head. So what I'm trying to say to you is, yes, it's a race thing because if it wasn't a race thing, they would have never put no water. They would have never threw water at him. That's the point. They didn't have no space for him at all. Like simple as that. I'm sorry if I was yelling at y'all.
No, you're good. That's a good point.
But the thing is that, yes, I'm sorry for cutting you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just real quick. You're right. You can't just throw bottle wars. I'm 100% with you, bro. But the thing is, if you're gonna go to a country, okay, I don't care, United States, whatever, okay, you have to do your homework. That's what I'm trying to do. You can't just tell 45 million person that you should respect everybody. We got good people, we got bad people, okay? And the game was pretty heated. We had like ultras, we have like, it's pretty messed up. You should see the game, okay? There is a lot of videos about the game. You're gonna see the fights and everything. So you can't just say, I'm not saying they did a good thing. It's pretty bad, it's pretty shameful. I admit it, okay? I admit it, I said it's a bad thing, okay? Speed is a good guy and you should treat him in a good way because he's trying to show the people, the world, that there is people in Algeria, there's beautiful places in Algeria. Yeah, I'm saying that, bro. But he's professional, okay? We did like I'm saying we fucked up in some parts, but he should do his homework too.
Okay.
Because if you go into a country, you're gonna look for good places, the food,
This is what I'm saying.
the language, you know.
How can you let somebody doing their homework? Where does it say? Where does it say in your rules that you can't put your hands in your pants? Where?
Exactly.
Bro,
You just asked my question.
Like, where does it say? Like, it does not say that. So
The question to also ask is that you guys don't put your hands in your pants?
But I think this is not true. The reason for throwing bottles, it was not for him putting his hands on his private.
No, it was not.
It was
it's a
not.
race thing.
It was
It's a race
no.
thing.
No, listen. When he went to the stadium, you know, in Algeria have they are called ultras, right? So ultras, they are like an organization. They have some political views. They and then they only free space for them to go and sometimes they don't like the government. They say bad things about the government, and they have a big influence on our youth, right? So they don't like to be filmed, and the reason why, because if they are filmed, the government could use the videos and they could be thrown in jail. And like their friends, they're already in jail because because of their political views and they don't agree with the government. Yes, like in Algeria, we don't have that freedom of speech like the one that we have here in America. So the reason why is because they do not want to be filmed. So I can guarantee that the reason it was not Speed being black, it was just them not wanting to be filmed. And the reason why, and then I was doing my homework and I seen another person who was Algerian. If you want me to send you the video or show you the video, I can show you. He is Algerian and he was at the same game and he did a video and he was like, okay, I am at the same spot where Speed was, and then he grabbed his phone and he started filming, and I seen it myself. He showed it. People were like, hey, no filming, no filming. So they stopped him from filming. So the reason was that those people, they don't like to be filmed. And so I would say this, it was not Speed's fault, right? And those people, they're trying to protect their, I don't know, they don't want to be filmed, for political reasons, which which I understand why nobody wants to be in jail. But at the same time, the violence, the violence, it was not the right thing to do. Like somebody could have just came, said, hey, to explain the situation, please don't film. This is they don't like it, and without throwing water and doing all of that.
But Sarah, that does not make sense. Because if you don't want to be filmed, why not watch the game at your house? You know what I mean?
You see, you're trying to kick all the stadium.
No. Listen.
That's crazy, you know.
Okay, too much. Let me talk to you.
Sama, can I cut in?
The thing is that, right? If they did
Ma-
all of that because they didn't want to be filmed, why
My
be
dude.
at a public space where there's a lot of people?
Have you
a lot of
ever been to a soccer game? Do you know
This
anything
is
about
the
football?
only place where they can go and then say,
Be
like,
themselves.
spread the idea. Like this is the only free place that they can
Yeah,
go.
like-
And say whatever
Let's
they
give
want.
let's give him a chance.
Social media.
Let's give him a chance.
But the social media will be something for the government to find them.
Unspoken rule about football is you can't film the ultras. That's number one. It's like an unspoken rule.
You can look it up. Look at Maggie. Go ahead and look it up. You can go ahead and look it up. No, just look at ultras in Algeria. Like we women, like I'm a girl, right? I would never in my life go and watch a game, like in Algerian in Algerian stadium. It's very dangerous.
So
Very
the
dangerous.
thing is that, right? Who was it? Was it NLC was telling Merchant, right? And I think you also said it. Accountability. If the Algerians and Moroccans will just be like, you know what, guys? Yes, on our part, that was bad what we did. If Speed was there and Speed is doing something that he's not supposed to do, why not just be like, hey, no, stop, like stop, instead of like throwing water at him? Like
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I said,
Maggie, where are you from, Maggie?
Oh, I'm Congolese.
Okay, makes sense. Okay. Well, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
I would just want to say something real quick. If you want to go travel, go wherever you want to go. It happened to the guy from Russia. He went to I don't know Vietnam, whatever. They locked him, okay, for almost a year or whatever. So do your homework.
Nice.
Don't insult the culture. Do whatever you have to do, guys. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, have a good night, Lurkin.
Thank you.
Speed insult the culture.
Guys, can you guys tap? Let's get to. We're almost at 7K likes. Can we get to 10K or 7K? Mahood.
Meg,
What's up, man?
Yeah, what did you wanted to say, man? You just joined.
Yeah, I just wanted to see everybody's standpoint on the Morocco Senegal game, but they're talking about Asho Speed, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I want
no,
to say what do they think about the
I want to say
match?
something about the Morocco Senegal game, but yeah, y'all can keep going.
I just wanted to say, Maggie, going back to your point, yes, it was wrong. Why would you throw water? Why don't you just, go ahead and explain to him, to his production, that no, you can't film here, and just move in peace. Why would you, that was not acceptable. Like the moment that, I'm in Washington State. I woke up like 7, like I woke up early because I wanted to see, and I was like, my heart was beating. I'm like, oh my god, I hope nothing crazy happens. And when I seen the water being thrown, I just cut it off. I was like, no, I can't see this.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
The best thing, I don't know.
Really
Maybe
quick, can I just say something really quick on Maggie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Maggie? Sorry. It's typical in America where you can walk with phones and put them in people's faces all over the place and say, this is public, this is public, this is public. It's not, and the world doesn't evolve around America. In a lot of countries, we don't appreciate being filmed at, not in a public space, not in a private space. You need to stop thinking that only the American rule applies to the rest of the world, In Europe,
Who said
we
that?
don't- in Europe, we don't appreciate someone filming us, not in a restaurant, not in a public space, not in a football stadium. Never. We respect one another.
Wait,
you know?
but wait,
So
hold on.
instead of not filming, you're gonna.
So America, at the end of the day, you know that it's a crime to actually video somebody without consent.
All the time.
No, we don't.
No, we
We don't do it all the time. Everything that is done is
It's a
all
crime.
consent. There's
Yeah,
never
it's a crime.
been not consent. Are you good? You're in a football game. At the end of the day, if you had a game, you're gonna gonna get video because it's a jumbotron. Because the jumbotron, they're gonna video you anyways. So saying that you don't want to be filmed, it's a dumbass. It's a dumbass idea. It's like
It's not.
It's a dumb idea because this is what you're saying to yourself. This is what you're saying to yourself.
You need-
I'm gonna
you
go
need to see-
watch the game. I'm gonna go watch the game. Going to a field where there's 30 to 50,000 cameras everywhere. Everybody's posting something, and you're gonna get filmed regardless. So my point is, so even if speed is live,
Yo,
speed
bro,
is
bro.
live. My
You don't
point is speed
understand.
is
You don't
live.
There's a difference between filming people and filming ultras. In the football world, it's an unspoken rule. You can't be filming ultras. That's just a rule.
Oh my
Like you
God.
already know.
So I have a question. Why didn't Ultas didn't throw water at like the videographers of like Morocco or something like that during
That's the question.
Were you being filmed? Were they being filmed by the
Yes,
camera?
bro. Everybody's being filmed at their game.
Okay, but the ultras aren't, bro. Like, prove it to me. Prove it to me.
I don't need to prove it to you. I need.
Alright, then it's not
I have a
valid.
question for you. I have a question. So there was a football game going on. Yes or no?
Yeah, there's a football match going on.
Okay, there was a football match going on. Is the full football match going to be live?
Of course.
So who are they live for?
They're live for the fans.
Okay, so what are the fans going to see? So they just going to see the game.
They're gonna see the
They're not going to film the Ultas.
They're gonna see the field where the players
So
are
you're
playing.
telling me that your government does not control what's going to be filmed and what's not?
So you're saying that the whole everybody all over the world watching the stream, they're gonna be zoomed in onto one person's face.
That's
They're
the
gonna be
point.
zoomed
of
onto
the
one
whole
person.
jumbotron. That's the
They're
point.
all right. If you're gonna see the jumbotron in the stadium, that first of all, that's basketball. That's football. Have you ever seen? Have you ever
Basketball
been to
and
a soccer
football.
match
They
and
do
seen the
that in
jumbotron?
soccer. They did that in Morocco. You do it in Algeria. There's a big
Alright.
screen for a reason.
All right, but they don't zoom
there's-
into a specific group that's
No,
not
no, no.
necessarily films.
There's a difference. There's a difference between national and international games. You know, club level. There's where the ultras are at. Not like Morocco's country. Morocco as a national team playing or Algeria. There's a lot less ultras. But you know, if you see a game of Liverpool, Manchester United, or Raja Casablanca in Morocco, where like there's a part where they're really die-hard ultras, they never get shown, even by broadcasting. It's an unspoken rule, like
Alright,
the
I
other
have,
guys.
okay, I have a question for you.
Okay.
So if I come and video you and you're part of Ultra, do you have the right to throw water at me? Like, do you have the mindset of telling me like you're gonna control yourself,
I don't
right?
have no.
What are you gonna say?
I don't have
You're
the
gonna
right.
try to
I don't have the right. I don't have the right to throw a bottle at you, but I will do it anyway because you're disrespecting me.
So you're gonna do it anyway, but you're not gonna control yourself by doing
No, I will not
Yo,
because
I
it's an
want to be filmed.
unspoken rule.
So
You
you're
can
not
use
gonna
it.
tell me that. You're not gonna tell me that at first.
No,
You're not gonna tell me like, yo.
If you're gonna go to a football match, you're gonna know the rules. I mean,
So-
you clearly know them now, so you're gonna go film people. You're gonna go film an ultra.
Yes, I'm going to film if
Okay,
I
so
can.
you
Because
know-
let me tell you why.
you know the
If I go to
consequences,
Europe,
you're gonna still
if
do
I
it,
go to
you're gonna
Europe,
control
if I go to Senegal, nowhere, anywhere I go, I can be able to film myself and I can
Brother,
even feel people.
brother, I strongly advise
So
you not to do so.
my point is,
I
this
strongly
is my
advise
point
you
is-
not to do so. I strongly advise you not to do so.
No, after now, from what I've seen, I don't even think I'm even going to any.
Okay, bro. So if so,
But
you know.
all
So
I'm
now
saying
you
is-
know.
all I'm
you know
saying
the
is-
consequences.
All I'm saying is, you cannot get consequences for something that you don't know of. At the end of the day,
Exactly.
y'all putting in laws and expect people to know them before they even like.
It's
I'm
not
talking
around
about it
football, bro.
speed perspective.
It
At the end of the day,
happened only in Algeria, right?
yeah, I know. It didn't happen just in Algeria. It happened in Morocco. He was in a car.
It didn't happen, bro.
No, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen in
Make
Morocco.
your face.
He was in a
Make
car.
your
Yes,
face.
he was in a car and he was getting water thrown at him. But I'm looking at
That's
that.
that's
You're gonna rewatch the stream, bro.
That
He
was
was wearing a
Algeria.
Morocco. He was wearing a Morocco jersey. So that was obviously he was in a car, but he was in the car.
Look, I'm Moroccan and I don't like a lot of Algerians, but I really have to back them in this situation. It's all what those guys just said before. It's true. The ultras have specific rules, bro. It's their culture. Even so, if you go to Morocco, bro, club-wise, and you start filming the ultras, you will get in trouble. And in the speed stream, they will tell you to stop filming him.
Even so,
But they didn't know.
they will tell you, hey, yo, speed, stop filming, stop filming.
You have American brother. Just one more thing, about the water. I didn't see somebody throw water at speed in Morocco, but I could be wrong because I didn't watch the entire screen. So if I don't know something, I'll hold up. I'll shut my mouth.
Yeah, I got you.
But he has been streaming for more than 20 hours in Morocco. It was all perfect. He loved the country. He loved the hospitality. Everything was good. So are we gonna judge Morocco now on a bottle of water? On one bottle of water? Are we gonna judge Morocco?
I'm not judging. I'm not saying.
Yeah, not talking about
A lot of things to judge y'all about, and it will come. It will come. Trust me. With this game, Senegal game, we gonna talk about it. But one thing I just want to say, at the end of the day, y'all can't hold somebody accountable based on they just tourists. At the end of the day, they're gonna get out of your country. They're not there to live. My point is, y'all don't have no right. Y'all can just tell Speed, don't film us. Simple.
Exactly what I was trying to say.
Simple.
It was not his
And
fault.
there's no point of saying, oh, they're ultra, that's their culture. He don't know. He is clueless. That's the point. That's why he's filming.
For sure.
Because he don't know.
I mean, it's more to both sides, alright? I have a general question for you. I have a general question for you. Bro, if
you know,
somebody's
what you say is going through some people's head.
if somebody in their country is telling you, bro, just stop filming us, it's not allowed. And you put, instead of just stopping, or I don't know, like to look for a solution, what you do is instead to put your hand in your pants. And if people are telling you, you put your hand out of your pants, it's disrespectful towards us.
Well, okay,
And you don't do
I
that.
understand that, but I'm saying
That is very disrespectful, bro.
okay.
If he don't get something
What
from
he
his
don't
pants,
expect. Understand, but one thing y'all don't understand is that he don't know. Y'all not getting that part. Y'all getting it. He's like he came
I'm
to
not
a
talking
point.
about that. I'm not
see,
talking
wait,
about that.
I wanna ask, Amen?
Amen.
I wanna ask you a quick
Let's
question.
go.
Okay, so you
And
said
then-
after they said,
and then
"Oh,
we're gonna
stop
move
filming
to-
us," and then he took his hand and put it in his pocket. Was he touching his junk? What was he doing with his hand in his pocket?
It wasn't in his pocket. I said it wasn't in his pocket. It was in his, what I'm talking about.
So you mean he took his hand and he put it touching his junk?
Yes.
Can I interrupt you guys for a second?
Yes.
And
I swear to God, I wouldn't come live here on stream and say something that is not true.
no, I think that's the concept that you guys thought he was doing, but I don't think he is live. Millions and millions of people are watching him,
He was
and then
doing
he's gonna
sorry.
take his hand.
Sorry to interrupt you,
But
but
he's known for doing that
he
stuff.
was.
If you guys follow Usher Speed, you would know he leaked his meat on the street multiple times.
Come on, he does it all the time.
Yeah,
It's we all know him.
No,
All right, let's give him Rapata. You want to say something?
Yes, talking about
All right, hold on.
Guys, how you guys doing?
We're doing good.
I just wanna say, guys, thank you for allowing yourself this platform, and you can all talk about and share some positive thought about this all this thing going on. And the other thing I'm only to kind of mention is like more like the good things. I show space stuff and this thing. So what's the stuff that show space stuff? Space come to Africa to discover the world of Africa, the way the perspective the American people had it to kind of change the narrative and show them a positive view about like each of these countries is supposed to be. Each of these countries have a thing to offer, have a thing to give, have a thing to showcase the world so they can say it. That's when you started like from all the countries started from the black Africa, because the black Africa where he went, those people show so much genuine love. He went in his pocket, he go to somewhere, he put his pen in his pants, but those people doesn't care. They show him love, they show appreciation, they show him the culture, they show him everything he has to see to kind of showcase those regions. Okay. Now the problem is when you come to Algeria, I watch that old stream from Algeria, from Morocco, from Egypt. And you can see the tension when he came there. It was not comfortable, to be honest.
No,
You can see
you're
like
wrong.
when you
We're
were
talking about every country in North Africa because you have to exclude Morocco from that.
can you let me talk? When you talk,
Not if you're saying something wrong. Morocco was
no, it's not
fantastic.
wrong, bro. Relax. You relax and let me talk.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Let him finish.
Yeah,
Right?
Moroccan people, you guys need to stop. When they mention Algeria, you guys get mad. Just let him talk. It's fine. We talk. It's a free talk.
The thing is, like, he was very uncomfortable. When he came to that scene in the stadium, it wasn't like before the stadium. When he was walking in the street, you see like the way the people he was giving was not genuine love. Was just the kid was around him. Was not like no other people was around him. And when he comes to the stadium, what they see is like he put up a camera and was trying to have a genuine love over there. Like showcase what they have going on, the vibe, the energy. Speaks a guy like he just want to do like stuff very spontaneous. You know, I'm around him, I know what I'm talking about. You know. So when you did that, like what you did, just put in your water, start catching them out, start doing this. Algerian people did that. And Algerian people, when you go to all this region, you can go to Europe, you can go to Spain, you can go to France, you can go to Morocco. You have to do whatever the heck you want over there. And nobody give you, you have to do whatever like you want the cities. When somebody, black people come to your state, you have to do some racist stuff. And that was really racist what y'all was doing. And now I can tell me thing, it was because he put his hand in his face and stuff like that. But all the stadium didn't see that. What y'all see is a black boys with a security guard and the camera y'all went off to him. And that was not a nice image for Nigeria. Same thing when you went to Egypt, you was trying to have a good time. You can see that lady when you was looking in the mic, say, who you are? Sam Speed. He said, like, yo, what you doing here, type stuff like that. So all those type of stuff you see in Morocco, like when you show the banana and stuff like that, that's some images they don't want to showcase, but it happened. All I can say, like, it's just like all of those kind of regions, they're racist. Of course they're racist, but like at least like keep hiding it. Keep hiding it.
You're talking bullshit. You're talking bullshit. You don't know what you're talking about.
That's
No, you're accusing us of racism. No, he's accusing us of racism.
One at a time. One at a time.
No, he's talking about racism.
Listen. Every country you go to has racism. You're not talking about the entire country. You're talking about specific people.
I think for speed, I think for speed is something different. He need also to know like he's not exactly the guy he used
Awesome,
to be like
Iceberg. Thank you.
times ago. Now he's on a
Yeah,
level
awesome.
that we have like more than 55 million people looking at him. Now he need more professional people around him to know exactly where he's going and what he's doing too. That's the one thing. The other thing is you cannot put
Guys, can you help me with
every
this?
world in one box. We're all different. Like I'm African. I'm a Senegalese, and I'm very proud of being African. I live here in United States. I fight for my right every day. I know Morocco. I know Algeria. I know all those Arab people. I know them. I know the Asian too, and I know the American too. But what I'm talking about here is speed. What he need to do is he have to differentiate his boxes. The way he gonna be welcome in Senegal will not be the same way he gonna be welcome in Algeria. He will not be the same way he gonna be welcome in Japan.
Coach, I'm a Senegalese as well. Listen,
Thank you. Nice to meet you. By the way, my name is Shed. Yes.
by the way.
Also, nice to meet you. Let me finish. Just give me 2 seconds. Just very quick. I think he need to be like he need to recruit people who are very professional, known about the world, culturally, geographically, and also like history. Because I see him going to some countries. He went to some countries instead of him targeting like those well-known history or like popular areas. He went to like a very wrong side sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes, I see that happen, but I think that's like his crew need to like refresh that a little bit. But I will close in that. Algeria, we're gonna find nice people. We're gonna find racist people. Morocco, same thing. We're gonna find very welcoming people. We're gonna find totally racist people. You go to China, you're gonna find people who are gonna hug you. You're gonna have people who are gonna spit on you. That's the world. Here in the United States, I'm a black. Sometimes a black could ask me to go back to Africa, which I'm proud to go every day.
Thank you,
I
bro.
go and come back every day. I have some people, they hug me sometimes they look at me like, what are you doing here? What? You don't have a job in Africa. That's the
Thank
world.
you,
We
bro.
cannot
Thank
change
you.
it. The only thing we can change is ourselves. You can change yourself, but you cannot
Yeah.
make those people change. The second thing, Senegal, Morocco, I think also Morocco did a very good job in the hosting hosting the whole African Cup. They show so many good thing about Africa. We all agree, but we forgot one thing. CAF, CAF need to be accountable for his action. It's an organization that eat millions of dollars from African income. They did something shitty, they have to be accountable for it. We cannot be sitting here blaming Morocco or blaming Senegal, blaming Cameroon. No. But we give money, we give power to an organization that organized the African Cup, which is the CAF.
Look,
They
can I
need to be
answer
accountable for
that?
their action.
Let him
That's what
respond.
we need to do.
You're
The
gonna respond.
organization was organized by the CFA, not the Morocco. Morocco hosted. They host the game. They give logistic. But referee, security, logistic, organization of the logistic, like where the team gonna be, and all those things are organized by the CAF. And CAF need to be accountable. We have to ask them, hey, what is the commission of the games? What they were doing? They get salary every month. They do something shitty, they have to be accountable for it. That's how life is. We cannot just take things and say, oh, Morocco cannot win a World Cup if they don't play on the field.
Hey, Mr. Super Life, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead. But I want him.
I'm sorry.
Are you American?
No, I'm not. I'm from the Netherlands. He.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, we have two Senegalese brothers now here, I think, right? The guy who was just talking and Arapatash.
Yeah, Chef, and I think it was Usman.
Okay, those two brothers, Senegalese brothers, they're black, right? We as Moroccans, we have a strong, like a really strong brotherly connection with Senegal, which goes hundreds of years back. We love each other. You know how many Moroccans speak Wolof, the Senegalese language? Do you know how many Senegalese live in Morocco and speak perfectly Darija? A lot, like a lot. And this last game messed it all up a kind of little bit. There's a little bit of tension, but I'm sure and I hope by the will of Allah that our brotherhood will be restored as it was, and it is as strong as it was, and will be as strong as it gets. Yes, we're now a little bit arguing left and right, but I think it's just temporary, because real brotherhood will always come back.
Sure.
And that's what I wanted to say to my Senegalese brothers who were just talking. Yes, brother.
Every relation will have up and downs. Every relation in life. Marriage, friendship, everything will have up and downs. This is just the downfall. We're gonna get up from it, and we're gonna go back together. Because what built us together, I see Africa united, not like a country by itself.
Yes.
We see more like Africa that unite and put something on the table to fight against those big old colonies or like the Western, but we don't see like a micro countries like a Senegal, Gambia, Morocco. We cannot fight against no one. If we want to fight for our future, we have to be united. And this is not just a game. And the game also we have to accept like a loser and a winner. That's it.
Okay.
I really like your perspective, what you just say right now, because like Morocco and Senegal, they have such a strong and past relationship. Since you have Tigan, since you buy us, since you have us and all the stuff, it's religious who build those two country, and they have such a strong with the Tigan and all the stuff. I get that. Me and you, we brothers. That's the same thing like we welcome all the Moroccan people in Senegal, in Dakar. They want the biggest business over there. And we welcome them, go to them shop, we buy from them. We have that. But when it comes to sport, I'm a basketball player. I played basketball all my life. I went all around the world play basketball. But when it comes to sport, at the end of the day, people don't think on this point of view right now what you talk about right now. Because like in the beginning it was nice, was welcoming. You see like the way like the Senegalese, the Morocco was taking pictures and stuff like that. But the final, we see a different face of Morocco we never ever see ever.
Well, Senegal was the same thing. From Senegal, the same thing, bro.
Senegal was not the same. I want you to explain. If I explain, you're gonna get it. But like when you see everything going on, bro, the fact like what it was doing, stealing the towers, didn't protect our play when they was going to the subway to go to the next step. They didn't
Usman,
out.
Usman. Usman, Usman,
Go, go ahead.
Usman, I'm sorry, but Usman, you see those details you were like bringing up at the end of the game. I think that's where the calf need to be accountable for.
I disagree on that.
No,
Calf is called.
no, but let me
First,
let me
I disagree on that.
let me finish. Give me just a second. I show you. You know, the calf, they hire people to do the security of the games. They hire people to pick up the balls around. They hire people to bring like everything that those two teams gonna need in the field. And the calf, they have a commissioner that have to stop games when issue like that happen. They say, hey, we have to stop. Stop the game. Let's talk. This have to stop. But
Yeah,
you didn't
but
see
like-
any
but
of
they
the
hired-
officials.
they
You didn't see
hired the
any of the
hostess.
officials
But they
getting
hired the
out
hostess.
or calling out for those things. What happened is those officials they sat on their comfortable chair, consuming the game instead of organizing the game. Because Morocco is not more strong than the CAF.
I understand that. I'm Senegalese also. Just letting you know, I'm Senegalese. Yeah, I was born in Senegal. I've been in America for about 15 years. So all I'm saying is that it's not. I'm not saying it's not the CAF fault. Now the CAF has a responsibility and has a big responsibility. I'm not putting all the blame on Morocco. I'm not putting all the blame because I still love Morocco themselves. I still do. They got great players. In the beginning, they did great. I don't have nothing against them. Absolutely nothing. They're still great people. I still keep them like because they're great people. They love our people. Because since in the beginning, I've seen them always parade like having parades with all the Senegalese people every time Senegal wins a game. So I appreciate that at all times. We've always been together. But at the end of the game, you guys got to think about something. When CAF hosts a game, the responsible of security and everything is based on the hostess. CAF pays them to actually protect the players. But at the end, when they started changing up, I'm not saying specifically, I just think, in my opinion, Morocco should have put a lot of focus on getting all the players the safety, not just their players. When Senegal was coming back from their game through the training, they should have been protected very well.
Yeah, that's the CAF role, buddy. That's the CAF. I'm Senegalese.
Yeah, but Morocco is the hostess.
Can I say something?
Can I say something about this, please?
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting this way. You're saying that Morocco is responsible. I am a little bit confused about that because information was like, it's like, I don't know the word in English, but the Federation of the Federation, yes, of Senegal, it is the one who is responsible of informing CAF and CAF responsible of informing the authorities of Morocco. The information was late. So
Yeah, but
maybe
Senegal Federation did that.
sorry, I'm not saying that
They
you're
did it
wrong.
too late.
I'm not.
It was miscommunication, bro.
Yes,
They did it too late.
I'm not saying that Morocco did it purposely or, but instead of making responsibility of Morocco, we should first ask this question: when this information was passed, did the authorities receive this as early as possible to protect the players? So just to be a little bit objective, I'm Moroccan, but if it is something wrong that Morocco did, they should improve that for next thing. But I don't think that they did it on purpose if they did it. But if the information also, we should ask this question. Just to be objective.
What about the towel situation?
The town. Yes, wait.
The total Rick. I have 50 seconds, guys.
Okay.
About the towels, bro, you cannot about the rules.
And no, from those.
I'm not talking about the FIFA.
Okay.
From the cup.
You're saying
It's
that
not allowed to have towels besides the goal. It's not allowed to.
That's not true.
You can look up the rules, bro, if you want afterwards, and then look for yourself up.
That's not true.
And also, why would you use a towel in middle of the rain to dry your gloves with it?
Because
the
it's
wet
cold.
towel?
It's literally that's the point. That's the point.
But in the town situation, Morocco cannot justify that. To be honest, they did wrong. They did really wrong.
Of course,
They
they
have
did
to
wrong.
agree on
Look,
that.
I am Moroccan.
You know, like when we do wrong, we have to accept we did wrong. And when we do something,
Can I say something? Let's think. We should not be we don't have to.
Man, tell us why was the towel there, according to you?
What, bro?
Tell us why was the towel there, according to you?
It's gone.
they have to
At the
go.
end of the day, it was raining. It was raining, and they need those towels to dry their hands.
Even if it's not raining, they need the towels. And go
Yeah, they need the towels to dry their hands.
Yeah.
So that's the point. Y'all both sides had it. They both, even the Moroccan goalie had the same thing. So y'all can't sit over here and say, oh, they're not allowed to have a towel. Yes, they are allowed to have a towel, because if if they were not allowed to have a towel, they would have came out there, stopped the game, and literally tell them y'all can't have a towel. Simple.
That's the question. I am Moroccan. You won the game. Why are you still blaming? So why not moving on? Why we should blame each other to create even more problems? You know,
I'm not
made
blaming.
mistakes.
I'm not blaming
As
the
Moroccan, I can
right
find
now.
little things. I
Just right now, no, this is what I'm saying. I'm not blaming anybody. This is what I'm saying. Right now, CAF is holding Senegal accountable for some things going into this whole situation. By the way, this thing is not going to end.
And Morocco is pushing it too.
Yeah, Morocco is pushing it because they're already suing them. So what I'm saying is, because they're already suing.
That's why you can.
One thing I just want y'all to remind yourself, right? Number one, you know what happened to Senegal? Senegal did not get protected when they got off. 3 of our players got food poisoning, and that is very weird. So that's why.
Do you have proofs for this, please? Just
Yes, I have proof.
I'm just wanting to be proof. From when did you get the source of information? The source of information.
Did you know Krempe Jata did not get suspended? Papa Jansa did not get suspended. They all got
And
they had to hold. They were when they were practicing in the on the field. They carried them out because they started feeling bad in their stomachs.
You need to check your facts, brother. You need to check your facts. The thing is with this game, is that Senegalese people
Moroccan
often
brother,
don't want to accept the responsibility, and that's a big problem.
Moroccan brother.
Yeah.
I ask you fact. When you guys were playing against Nigeria, you guys were taking the towels from the goalkeeper. Why?
Because of the voodoo.
There's voodoo. There's voodoo in the game. Do you have facts about voodoo? Okay, I'm asking you.
Yes. This is something only Africans will understand. You will never accept facts, right? But this is typical in Africa. We know this in Africa. You as an American, you will never understand this. This is between us Africans. No, listen.
One at a time, Bodo, you sons.
I'm Senegalese. I know Morocco so good. I went to Sabah, I went to Casa.
Can I please say something about African football?
Go ahead, yeah.
No. First, I want to talk about fact.
You need to understand it before we're talking about this game, okay? Just 1 minute.
Okay, give me a 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute. Look, in all Africa, not only Morocco, but like South Africa, Nigeria, Senegal, all other countries, they have same situations like the last final. Did you know that? Did you saw some games where players from each others were fighting about the goal? You know, some keepers went out of their goal and some players went to the goal to put some, I don't know what it is, like dolls and salt and everything.
Okay, I didn't say in the African Cup. In the African Cup, that didn't happen. In the African Cup, that didn't happen. What happened in the African Cup was when any team was playing against Morocco, the Moroccan stadium people will go pick up the towels behind the goals. which is completely wrong.
Okay.
If you guys have fact
you are
about
right.
voodoo,
You
if
are
you have
right.
a fact, if you have a fact about
Case of FIFA and
I'm saying is, if the fact is voodoo,
let me finish.
first of all,
Let me finish.
Benin would have won.
Let him finish. Let
If
him
you
finish.
guys have fact about voodoo
So, if-
or about whatever wrongdoing,
If
you
it's
guys
voodoo,
need to write a report and send it to CAF.
anybody would win at the end of the day if it was all voodoo.
Super light, super light.
If it was
Yeah.
voodoo,
Super light.
it would be
Yeah, what's up?
probably Cameroon or
Believe me, brother,
Voodoo is a
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Wait. You wanted to ask me something?
if you're asking me, you're asking us why did we took the towels? I give you a reason. But it's not only in Morocco, it's in whole Africa. A situation happens before, you know? It's not only Morocco.
That's what I'm saying. But there's
You're looking at our faults, right? You're looking to our faults. What happened in the whole thing? You're only to the towels.
Look, if you guys came to our country and they posted the games in our country, we would have never done that to y'all.
Bro,
That's
we
what
are
I'm
see, I don't see. Let me answer with this. Let me answer with
I don't say that because
Let me answer with
I
that.
just want to know why it just happened.
Let me answer with to that part, please.
Go watch the game from Senegal from 2004.
With 2004, look, 2013. AFCON was in Senegal, 2013.
2013.
Yes, Senegal played the Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
In the round of 16. Ivory Coast won the game, and the Senegalese fans started throwing stones and trash to the players, bro, in Senegal. What do you have to say about that? Even some players are injured.
Can I answer to that?
Yes, bro. Yes.
I answer that. Go ahead.
So what happened that time was Senegal they were out against the players, the Senegalese players, not against the Ivorian players. Senegal really is one of the most peaceful countries you can visit today in.
I know, and I love
Thank you. So
let me come again. The two countries that I hate Senegal playing is Gambia and Morocco. The reason why I say Gambia is because Gambia,
Yeah, what's up?
whenever
What?
my timer's about to be out. Bring me.
It's just 2 million.
Yeah.
Senegal, they will do the harm. You will never hear Senegalese harm back a Gambian. And when it comes to Morocco, Senegal will even host games in Morocco will even have Senegal play games in Casablanca. When Senegal was suspended before the stadium is ready, and Senegal have a away game or a home game to host, they would rather go to Morocco than play anywhere else. That's how close these two countries are. So I get the hype when it comes to football. If we just talk about football and people who love football, Morocco can play millions of times. And Senegal can win, Morocco can win. We will just enjoy football and move on.
Yes, thank you.
Really, there's so many people. So many people right now who are watching the AFCON who don't used to watch football. Nowadays, the hype behind women are watching. And men who don't used to watch soccer are watching. They don't even enjoy the game. They don't even, talk about what happened during the game. Everybody is talking about following the emotion. So that's why we just missed a whole beautiful game that just happened this past Sunday. A beautiful final between the two best teams. The Moroccan coach said some things before even the AFCON, because we were expecting Senegal and Morocco to have a test game, maybe right after Senegal played England, but that didn't happen. So he said 7 teams are refusing to play against them. We all know that was Senegal and Morocco, because they're the two best teams in the FIFA rank. Yeah. And then so we were expecting this game to happen. It didn't happen. The guy and Pacho also said something like Morocco is trying to avoid Senegal because they want us to play a home game. They want us to go play at their house, right? So we was expecting this game the whole time. All the people who love football in Africa or all over the world, they were waiting for this game to happen. So we missed that part, and it's really Morocco to applaud, to say bravo for the host. It was really, really beautiful. The last thing that happened, I'm a Senegalese. I love Morocco and I love my Moroccan people. And
That's
I just hope this
respect.
thing doesn't get to the point where it's gonna mess up this relationship between the two countries.
Never,
The Prime
never.
Minister, Senegalese Prime Minister is gonna go to Morocco on the 26th, I guess, and that's gonna be a new start, and let's just enjoy football, brothers. We're not playing this talking. We're not trying to get this to a point where there will be more issues between the two countries. You never know who's listening right now, and I don't think it worth the hype. So we enjoy football. We were just watching football, and the best team won,
Sure.
I guess, and that's what happened. So yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, bro. Real quick, look, bro. I think I can talk in that situation for all Moroccans. What I'm about to say, and it is, look, bro. If it was only about football, bro, no Moroccan would say anything. We lost, bro. We took the L. Senegal was a great team, and as you said, bro, like you said, Senegal, Morocco are the best teams in Africa at the moment. That was the best final we could have gotten, and we got the final. The final was a very close game. They were went to head. Senegal at the end was a little bit better, and they got the win. The problem is, bro, why a lot of Moroccans are pissed at this moment is that a lot of I'm not talking about the whole of Africa because that would be unfair, but a lot of Africans right now, bro, are talking trash on Morocco. Like they are judging, they are blaming a whole country, and this is not about football anymore. This is not. This is not about sports anymore, bro.
I'm just letting
You are
know,
blaming.
like,
There's some people that are blaming a whole country, bro, for some things that happened. Like, I mean, let's talk about the referee, for example. A lot of people are saying or accusing Morocco for being corrupt. First, there's no evidence for nothing of that. Not once. There's no evidence at all. Second, Morocco had also a lot of things
Hello,
with the
Zach.
referee. For example, we got a lot of penalties which we didn't get. And we also, the referee also didn't go to the VAR and rewatch the action. But we didn't talk about that. We didn't complain about that. And also, this is all. This is why I appreciate a lot the people from Cameroon and Nigeria, because when they lost to us, to Morocco, the first thing they did was took the L like men, and they also we all know Samuel Eto'o. He's in my opinion the best African footballer in history. The first thing that he did when they lost to Morocco, Cameroon, is to thank Morocco for being such a great host. And this is how you take an L, bro. This is how you have to act when you lose. The problem with the final game with Senegal, bro, was one day before Senegal, the coach from Senegal started accusing Morocco for such big things, bro, which were not true. One of those were, for example, the lacking security, and like I just said before, like I just said before, bro, the lacking security was because Senegal themselves had a miscommunication. They didn't communicate that early enough to the government and to the authorities. That's not a fault from Morocco then. You know?
That's what I'm saying. You
Also-
gonna say that it's not a fault for Morocco.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying to you. I'm saying this to you. From, let's say you host a party at your house.
Yeah.
And and all of a sudden you decided to bring, what people are coming, and
Yeah.
you are responsible for that host.
Yeah.
Right? So
100%.
you're responsible for that host. So
100%.
you're responsible to keep them safe, feed them,
Yes.
and at the same time make sure that they have
Awesome ice brain.
Yes.
Yes or no? So
100%.
if
I agree
there's-
with you.
So if there's a safety precaution, they're supposed to protect them players.
Yes.
I'm not blaming 100% on all Moroccans. Like I said, I don't blame everything on all Moroccans. I'm just saying that an organization like this, they should take an extra step to protect our players. And at the same time, like one thing I am very much blaming on CAF
Yeah.
all around. I do think that the referees are not at the level of the actual game. I still do believe that.
That is not an opinion, bro. That is a fact.
Exactly. So
That is a fact.
that's how I see it. I see it as
The referees in Africa have to get a better education
Yes.
because they are shit. They are bullshit.
Yes.
They are not on the level of the football in Africa has been brought to a level which is very, very high now. The referees are way back behind them.
Yeah, they're way back behind. But this is
Yes.
one thing I'm gonna say. One thing I'm gonna say is that, like, oh, take the L, take the L. We're talking about a final here.
Yes.
It's no serious thing. We're talking about a final. This is about a cup. Some people, like the players that are playing, they are very passionate about this. Y'all are very passionate about this.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, y'all are very passionate about this. You guys want to win it. We want to win it.
Yes.
It's gonna get it. At the end of the day, in some situations like that, CAF should have put a referee that they know for a fact that wouldn't make these type of mistakes.
Yes.
You know, I'm asking myself why they didn't bring a European, like someone who is out of Africa, and we just don't feel fall in this problem.
You see, I know why. Because
it's
because if they did that, you know how people are. Like right now, people would have been like, "Oh, we don't need these Europeans to go to the African game or something like that." You know how
it will be more objective. I think in the eye of everyone, maybe. But I want to go back just quick to the security thing. You know, for Morocco, it's not a good advertisement for the country to not.
Exactly.
So they didn't do it on purpose. So there were a problem there. You see, so Morocco, you know, this game was like it's good for Morocco if they also can try to organize like the World Cup also with you know, Spain and Portugal, and the view is like to bring economic things after that. You know, it was not you know, because it forced Morocco to do infrastructure and then bring investors to Morocco. That's the whole vision of the thing. So Morocco didn't do that on purpose. Sorry for saying that, you know, this way. Morocco didn't do that on purpose because it's, you know, they are investing money. They need to return on that money. So
yeah, but
one thing
I'm saying is, like, they should have. One thing I'm just gonna say is that, like, the towel situation should have never happened. Now that I'm gonna just say that the towel situation
just
that's all I'm saying. No, it's just it happened. I'm just saying that the towel situation should have never happened. I don't know if y'all. I just think that the towel situation should have never happened. No matter how.
Why Moroccan goalkeeper didn't need the towel? Just if you're saying like.
Why didn't the Moroccan goalie did have a towel?
No, really? Didn't.
Just to be objective.
He didn't have a towel. He did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. If you go back. When you go back, you'll see. But okay, I just want to say this. Why is that important? It's not important to me. All I'm just saying is that it's like throwing a player onto the field and fighting him for just the towel is pretty excessive. That's all I'm saying.
You know,
that's true.
It's pretty excessive, and that's happening on the side of the field, and they're not going to do nothing about it. Like, come on, now.
You're right.
It's true, bro. But you know, NLC. There's a lot of things that we have to consume
you
about
know,
this.
things happens before in other matches.
Look, yes, of course they have. Look, bro, AFCON has been polemic in the whole history. This is nothing compared to the past AFCONs, to the things that happened to the past AFCONs. But look, bro, NLC, just to answer to what you say right now. First of all, bro, we have to look at a lot of things. For example, the second goalie. First of all, he's not allowed to stand there. That's the first thing. The second thing, I agree with you.
He's not allowed to stand
I agree with you.
But guess what? The bro is not allowed to stand there.
Bro. I agree with you. Like throwing the player down is very, very bad and very dangerous. He is a professional player on the field, and CAF should have done something at the moment.
Yeah.
At that moment, in that point, I agree with you 100%. No player there shouldn't be anyone who has access to touch a player.
Last thoughts, guys. Last thoughts, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna close.
Yeah, okay, bro.
Yeah, last
So
thoughts.
Moroccans will never admit to, bro. I'm just admitting, bro. Just shut up, bro. Come on. Be mature.
I completely understand what you're getting. All I'm saying is like I hope the best for y'all. Hopefully in the world in the World Cup we
Same
get to see
thing
each
for you,
other.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? The World Cup we get to see
Exactly.
each other. Go far because we're all fighting for Africa.